So I joined the dance. Hi guys, so today I thought I'd do a bit more of a sit down, chilled out video where I just talk to you. And I'm going to talk to you about my dance journey so far. Well, my musical theatre journey really, not just dance, because that is what I want to do. I want to get a musical theatre degree and that's what I want my career to be. So I thought I would document where I'm up to in little videos on my YouTube channel so that I can look back at them and see where I've come from. So I'm going to take you right from when I started dance up to now. I'm in my sister's room by the way, so which might end up coming in, but we will see. Right from the beginning, I started dance when I was 3 years old and my mum just put me in for exercise as a hobby. I just did ballet, you know, every typical 3-year-old girl going to ballet club. So I went to like 3 different like ballet school things, and obviously I was 3, can't really remember what was going on. Must have enjoyed it. Carried on going. So I joined the dance school that I am at now when I was 5 years old, and I've been there ever since. In primary school I kept going to dance, but once I started the Stage Factory I stopped ballet just because at the time I didn't enjoy it and I found it boring, and I used to get cramp in my toes when I pointed my feet and I was like, it's the end of the world, I need to stop. I get cramp. So I stopped ballet, so I just did tap, musical theatre, jazz at the time, and I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. So I was just doing that, going to dance lessons every week. At primary school I used to do like talent shows where once we did a dance and I did a little tap solo on the little block because I'm cool like that. So I've always loved performing. I've always been quite a confident person who will stand up, sing and dance in front of people. Like, that's just what I find fun. When I was in primary school, like I kind of like when people would ask me like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I was like, oh, I want to be in musicals, I want to live in New York, I want to be on Broadway, and it literally hasn't even changed. Like, that is always what I've wanted to do. But when I was a child, I never really knew if when I grew up that is what I would actually want to do, like, because a lot of kids when they're younger are like, oh, I want to be a dancer. But still now, that is what I still want to do. So I started high school and I was still going to my normal classes, and we did competitions with my dance school. We would go make group dances and go to competitions, which we still do now. And there was one group, a tap group, which had about 8 of us in, and it was like the older people in the dance school, and there was 8 of us doing a tap group to Bang Bang. My dance teacher put us in and entered us into the dance proms, and I think it was 2015 at the Royal Albert Hall in London, and we got a place. So we went to London and we performed on the Royal Albert Hall in London doing dance proms, tapping, and it was like one of the best experiences ever. I can't even explain. When we like had to go to like a tech rehearsal and everything, and it was so professional, like they marked out the stage for us and everything. And then I remember like we did the performance. I'll put some pictures on here of me performing at the Royal Albert Hall. And I remember the performance finished, and the end we did like jazz splits and then dropped back. And I remember just lying there on the stage and everyone clapping, and I've never heard anything so loud in my life. I was just lay there and I was just smiling, laughing to myself like, what the hell is this? I loved it so much. Then I was like, I want to do this all the time. I want to feel that feeling of when people are clapping like you've done a good job, and I absolutely loved it. That was a really big achievement in my dance journey so far. It was quite, yeah, it was a big thing. I absolutely loved it. So that was still in high school, I was 15, and then I carried on, you know, doing my dance classes. I wasn't really thinking about professional and training and stuff. I was just going to my dance classes. And then I think it was around year 10, Stage Dancewear, which is a shop near my house in Rainhill, we're doing an ambassador search on Instagram where you had to put pictures on, videos of you dancing, and apply to be an ambassador for the shop. So I did it because I was on a bit of a buzz. I was like, why not? I want to start putting myself out there a bit because it was getting a bit more serious. You can come in.
I'm just gonna get in the shower.
Alright, so I need to head now. getting stuff for the shower. I applied to be an ambassador and I got it, which I was really happy about, and that kind of made me realise like, oh, like I actually might be alright, and it made me feel good because like I was actually getting recognised for what I do, and I've never really like put myself out there on social media with my dance, because in my dance school like we never really like recorded what we were doing or did any pictures or anything. So that was the first time I was like, oh well, if I put stuff on Instagram people might see me and people might realise what I'm doing and whatever. So I got an ambassador, and I'm still an ambassador now, which I absolutely love it. I get to go to pop-up shops, events, and I get to support that shop and they support me, and it is really fun. So make sure you check out Stage Dancer Rainhill on Instagram. Yeah, so everything was starting to get a bit more serious then, and my dance school, we went to Can You Dance, and I think it was a year ago, so it was in 2017, right at the beginning of 2017, we went to Can You Dance, and that was the first dance convention I'd ever been to, and this was like quite a big turning point for me, because when I went, I'd never been to anything like that before. I'd never really ventured out and saw other dancers other than people in my dance school, so, or at competitions. But so at Can You Dance you do a contemporary workshop, a commercial workshop and a musical theatre workshop. So obviously like commercial's more my style, and I still wasn't doing ballet classes at my dance school, so I was fine with commercial because that's just my style, that's what I'm naturally best at. And then the contemporary and the musical theatre class, I felt so out of my comfort zone, and I was looking around at dancers around me and I was just thinking like, they're so much better than me, how the hell am I going to compete with these people if this is what I actually want to do. And I'm not going to lie, I was in the musical theatre class and I attempted it, and I would never recommend doing this because I was stupid and I would never do this now, but I was looking around at everyone and everyone could do it, and I'd never tried to be flexible. I had no well, I did have technique, but I had never worked on my technique or flexibility, and everyone was kicking the legs, doing these massive leaps, and I couldn't even attempt them. I was just like, the only thing I do and concentrate on is what I was already good at, which is stupid, and you should never do that. I was just concentrating on what I was already good at, so commercial and tap. So I just stood there and I was like, I can't, and I just walked out and went to the toilet. I just cried, and my mum came and she was like, well, like you're gonna have to like strengthen up and just, you can do it. So that was a big turning point for me. That was when I was like, right, this is what I want to do, so I need to put the work in and I need to work on things that I'm not naturally good at, because you can't just pretend and move away from the things that you're not good at just because you're scared of doing it, because you're gonna come to face with people who can do it all, and if you can't, you know, it's just the way it is. So I went to a dance teacher and I told her that's what I want to go to dance college, I want to do this professionally. So I started ballet classes and I started stretching classes to work on my flexibility. Like I couldn't even do the splits, and you know, it's still a struggle now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not naturally flexible, but you know. So I started ballet and I thought, right, I'm gonna work on my technique because, you know, that's it, this is what I wanted to do. So after that kind of like changed my whole perspective, and I became a lot more serious about what I wanted to do. So I started to go to open classes and put myself out there more. So I go to like, I've been to a few Josh Warmby rare classes, just stuff like that, going to more competitions and working on my ballet. And at the same time, during this year in September, I finished high school and I started college, and in college I'm taking A-level dance, and A-level dance is very technique and contemporary based, so that with my ballet lessons in dance school I was getting a lot more ballet and contemporary technique based training, so that was bringing me on a lot, and I was doing a lot of stretching in college as well. So everything started to get a bit more serious and I started just working on things that I wasn't very good at. And as well, at this time in September, starting college, doing ballet, I started Stage Box in Manchester, which I auditioned for and got in, and there I was doing singing, acting and dance classes, which benefited me so much because I don't just want to do dance, I want to be able to do anything that gets thrown at me. I want to get as many jobs as possible, so I get acting training and singing training, which I've never had before, and it has really like helped me a lot. I can sing better, I have a better technique when I'm singing, and being able to practice acting I've really loved, because I've never realised how much I loved acting until I started taking the lessons. It's really opened my eyes up to how much I really like acting, So that's actually helped me come along a lot because I had to get the train to Manchester on my own. So going to Manchester on my own might not be a big thing for other people, but it was a big thing for me. So I had to go and talk to people on my own, make my own way. So it's really improved my confidence and my independence as a person and a dancer. So all that happened and that's still happening, so I haven't moved on from that. So where am I up to now? I'm a lot more better at ballet. I'm not, you know, the best person ever at ballet. I never will be because that's just not what I'm naturally good at, but I'm a lot better at that. I've improved a lot in my flexibility. I stretch nearly every day at home just because I'm so scared of getting stiff. I have to do leg exercises because I went to physio with my knees, but that was just because I was weak, so I've strengthened up a lot, so it's just my flexibility and my technique, so that has improved a lot. And right now I'm looking at dance colleges to go to after college and applying with them for UCAS, so we'll see what that holds. So it's just exciting really. The last 2 years have been big in like changing, you know, everything that's gone on. My mindset has completely changed. I'm a lot more serious about it, and you know, put myself out there a bit more, you know, so I get noticed, or you know, people look at me, because that's all what this industry is about. It's just who knows who. I hope you've enjoyed learning a bit more about what I'm up to with my musical theatre, and any of you out there who are watching this who does musical theatre or dance, like, this is just to let you know you're not going to be perfect at everything straight away, and it's okay to get upset as long as you learn from it. And you can't just give up. When you look at people, there is going to be, all the time there's going to be someone better than you, and you're never going to be the best. No one ever is. So the only thing you can do is learn from it and become a better person from it, and you just have to be confident in who you are. Just because you're not good at ballet doesn't mean that, you know, you could go to class with someone who's amazing at ballet and then you whip out some sassy ass commercial and they'll be like, "Bae!" That is what I'm up to. I hope you've learnt something, I hope you know a bit more about me, and I'll have a video coming next Sunday, which is an exciting one, so make sure you're ready for that. Stay confident. I love you. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Bye.
Bye.